from 6 News, this is Feel Good Friday.
I was over the moon excited because my dog would still have joy in her life.
And the fact that he found it, sent everything back to me, you don't see that every day.
You heard the noise and thought, what's that? And then realised, gosh, it's vegetables. And how clever are they?
Thanks for joining us on this Feel Good Friday. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. If you enjoy happy animal stories, this is the Feel Good Friday for you. That's where we start tonight, and we begin locally with the story of a now retired doggy deputy who has found her new calling as a beekeeper. This is Maple, and she is now working with researchers at Michigan State University to sniff out a disease that threatens honeybees. The English Springer Spaniel's career in law enforcement ended with an injury last year, but the 9-year-old has bounced back and is focused on her sense of smell. Maple is now using it to protect one of nature's most important pollinators.
I was over the moon excited because my dog would still have joy in her life and would still be able to work.
The idea with the dogs is that they can work as a screening tool. So we have beekeepers that have, 5,000, 10,000 colonies, and it's very hard to go through them with enough rigor to actually see all of the disease.
The honeybee population has declined significantly over the years because of a disease known as American foul brood, along with factors like climate change, insecticides, and a lack of diversity in the food supply. Staying with the animal kingdom, we are now heading to Rome, where a zoo is helping its creatures beat the heat with treats. It's been a hot week in Rome, with temperatures upwards of 100 degrees. The zoo gave frozen fruit and vegetables to its herbivores like lemurs, and the tigers and seals, they snacked on frozen fish.
We are doing during the summer, we try to provide them whenever we can with enrichment, incorporating some ice in it, as we saw with the tigers. You just take a bucket of water, you put some pieces of meat inside, and you put it in the freezer for 24 hours, and then we have what we call icicles.
The zookeepers say animals like tigers and elephants can use water to cool down, but some, like amphibians, have been moved into closed-off areas with air conditioning. Mid-Michigan is also celebrating the birth of a new baby, this one at Potter Park Zoo. Exciting, a new red panda cub. Mama gave birth on July 5th, but both remain in an off-exhibit den area so they can bond properly and receive the proper care. Red pandas are born deaf and blind, taking more than 2 weeks to open their eyes for the first time. Very sweet. Well, one of the worst inconveniences we might deal with is if you misplace your purse or wallet. Well, one retired Michigan auto worker finally got his wallet back, his lost one, more than a decade later. Richard Guilford recently got a message on Facebook from a stranger asking if he lost his wallet years ago. 11 years and 151,000 miles later, Minnesota mechanic Chad Volk found it in the engine bay of a 2015 Ford Edge, sandwiched between a transmission and the air filter housing. Just before Christmas in 2014, Guilford had been working in a Ford factory in Wayne, and at the end of his shift, he realized he lost his wallet, and he and his coworkers searched dozens of cars with no luck.
Think how hot that transmission got with that wallet. It should have fried it, but it spent 11 years riding around in that car. And the fact that he found it, sent everything back to me, you don't see that every day. People wouldn't waste their time.
Inside the leather trifold was $15, a driver's license, gift cards worth $275, and lottery tickets. Richard says he offered Chad a reward, but Chad declined, saying he didn't do it for that. High school students in Detroit made a unique project that's blending art and science on Belle Isle. They're calling it Nature's Megaphone, designed to amplify the sounds of the outdoors. Megan Daniels shows us how it works.
Part sculpture, part science experiment, and completely student powered. Detroit students traded in keyboards and textbooks for saws and sandpaper to craft a device to let visitors tune into the chirps, whispers, and rustles of nature. Belle Isle offers visitors a peaceful retreat into nature, and now they can hear the island's natural sounds clearer than ever, thanks to a giant wooden megaphone designed specifically to enhance the outdoor experience.
My favorite part was seeing everybody come together and just while we were all just a big group while building it.
The megaphone was part of a summer project through Atlantic Impact. Matthew Clayton, Senior Director of Programs, tells me their main goal is to help students find their career paths.
We do that through training and exposure, career opportunities, and just helping students take the steps that they need to kind of get the careers that they want in the future.
Matthew tells me this project giving students a taste of carpentry.
It was my first time doing carpentry. I really didn't know anything, so it was really nice being a part of a big project like that.
For high school students like Tyler Page and Ashley Segala, the experience was about more than just learning to build.
I feel really good about it because it's like being a part of something so nice and like in a beautiful environment. I just feel like it's just giving me a good feeling.
It's really nice, like knowing that I built it. Well, not me alone, but I had a lot of people helping.
Matthew says watching the students walk through the process was like seeing a real job site come to life.
Seeing some of the triumphs that they had, the successes, them kind of going back and forth, making mistakes, correcting those mistakes. It was just kind of a good thing to kind of watch that process from start to finish.
He says it was important for them to discover what they like about the trade.
My favorite was probably when we started building everything.
And things they might not care for.
My least favorite was the measurements. It was not fun, and we had to remeasure so the pieces could fit in together.
Yeah. My least favorite part was trying to find the angles of the megaphone.
But they all tell me the best part is seeing their work come to life and have a lasting impact on the community.
I think that's exciting. Like, it's not every day that you get a chance to build something that can kind of last decades.
Now I want to go check it out and see what it sounds like.
I know, we got to take a little day trip over to Belle Isle really soon.
Beautiful there.
Oh, I know. Even the background images that we saw there, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Would you say gorgeous weather this weekend, Kendall, or?
Unfortunately, no. We do have a few chances for rain that we have to talk about, and maybe a couple of strong to severe storms tomorrow.
Oh, the opposite.
So
okay.
yeah, the exact opposite.
Your full forecast with Kendall coming up right after the break. Stay with us. That and much more coming up on Feel Good Friday.